Well, what's up with y'all? Welcome to this Ohio Cannabis Show. We here getting started without my main man, EP. He usually on the board. But it's 5 o'clock. We running a little bit late. I'm a little bit nasally over here, so y'all excuse me. I might have to wipe my nose a little bit, a couple little times, but a lot going on out there in the world, man. While we get this radio show on the road here, man. Waiting to get a little bit, waiting for the technicians to get in here, but we're gonna get going a little bit. It's a lot of stuff going on in the world. Here on the Sohigho Cannabis Show, we like to talk about cannabis information, cultivation, and the legalization of the cannabis plant here in Ohio. So that's what we do here. We usually at the Voices radio station. I don't know what it is, but traveling around this mug at rush hour is always a little bit rushed. But we thank everybody who tapping in and tuning in, man. You know what we got to do. Like and share these streams, get some people out to some people, let people know we on here doing our thing a little bit. Definitely appreciate that. All the people who've been supporting us for all shit, we really creeping up on 2 years here. So that's always a big thing. Definitely appreciate everybody who been along with us for this ride. It's been it's a lot. It's really what's going on. Uh I think where we always could get going at is a little bit of the cultivation aspect of things. Right now, we are definitely the season should be winding out. So my advice here for cultivation, and don't forget everybody on April 20th, I will be having some clones, and if that's possible and legal, because the law is going to change. We're going to have a good discussion about the law today and how that is going to affect us in Ohio, because it will be changing here absolutely soon on the 16th. So if we don't get that SB 56, shout out to my man at 420 Brew. I'm supposed to have him up today on the Zoom call, but the technician not here. I guess I'm being a little bit lazy. I could have had him up today, and we was going to talk about SB 56 and what the provisions are going to be and how many people. So this past weekend, it was a weed conference. That's where I saw him at. But a little bit about cultivation and where we at going into this spring. Like always, this plant is getting better and better as we go. It's more science, more genetics, more people trying good things, and also it's a lot of people that's trying a lot of fake things. Uh, I think there is a lot of not good weed. I think it's just going back to where it is. Like it's a lot of weed, like a lot of commercial weed. Really don't know the origins of this stuff, who's growing that much, where is it getting moved around from. It really looked like a lot of manufactured high grow, and it's just hard not knowing the growers how what these plants is and how that's even getting down. So it is very interesting out here these days in the landscape of the pot industry. But like I say, the best way here in Ohio, that's why we're going to talk about cultivation. The best way to be on the right side of the law is to be growing your own. So we're going to make a big push this year. If you've never grown, it is definitely time in the state of Ohio for you to grow a plant. The only legal way you really going to be able to really smoke with the freedom that I think every adult should have that's of legal age, same as anything as adults. You can make your own beer to a certain extent in your house. I think you could distill a certain amount of liquor for yourself at your house, but yet and still they want to restrict marijuana like nobody's business. Like they don't have caps on a lot of other illicit things, specifically alcohol. Me and my buddy was talking about it today. Like the Supreme Court today is ruling on a case about whether a pothead can have a gun, marijuana use can have a pistol or not. So that is very, very interesting. that Supreme Court came up. But here in Ohio, the best way for you to circumvent the law, not circumvent, to stay in compliance with the law is to grow your own plants. There's several reasons why you probably should. Cost effective, because after you buy the equipment and really you do it a couple times, it'll just be something that happens in the background of your life. But will you be happy every time you harvest? Absolutely. You could grow exactly what you want, and you could grow it as good or as raggedy as you want, but it will prevent, and you need to exercise your rights before they'll be taken. That's more important now than ever. Like, you really need to exercise your rights or they will be taken from you. You know, they got ice running all around this place and different things. So if you think they just won't run up on you in your house and take your stuff, you absolutely wrong. You know they will. So when we out here and we're gonna get started this year, the easiest way for me, not the easiest, I say a preferred way is clone. So if you could get a clone from somebody, what the benefit of getting a clone is you have already have a plant that's already has that's sex. It's a female plant already. That's what you want. Male plants don't produce fruit; they produce pollen. But if you get a female plant pollinated, then that's what's going to make seeds. So you want to keep males and females separate. The tried and true way is popping seeds. It's about three different kinds of seeds. Regular seeds mean you have to sex them. Sex them mean you have to decide whether it's a male or a female. The other side of seeds is would be female seeds. It's guaranteed fem seeds is what they like to call it, and they're gonna guarantee that you have a feminine seed. They do that by several different ways, but they feminize the seeds usually with the liquid silver stuff, silver nitrate, I believe it is. Make plant make seeds. And those are sometimes the seeds you get. And then there are autoflowers. Autoflower is a seed that just starts out in bud. Autoflower, you don't really have to flip the lights. It is gonna grow, and you don't have to like trick it, or you don't have to change the light cycle to make it start producing fruit. It just does that like automatic because that's an autoflower. So when you are picking your seeds, the best thing for I could tell you, even with your clones, you have to know the genetics. Like right now, if you could, like this weekend, we saw some people who only grew ethos, and the reason why you would grow ethos, it depends on your setup. Ask somebody like me. You can reach me at sohigho216 at gmail.com, and then you can see you can ask somebody where the good genetics at. Do some research and do your research regionally. That means you need to find somebody around here, no further than Michigan, that's growing something good. And don't go below really Cincinnati, because when you start growing on a different longitudinal line, it do affect the characteristics of the plant. It's sort of bro science right now. I haven't did like a control study. I need to get some more gromies at different levels. Hopefully we'll get to a place like that where that'll be a cool little experiment. We'll all grow one plant similar online, and that'll be interesting to see where grows the best plants at. And that would be an interesting take at that. But pick good seeds, pick good clones, pick good genetics. In the beginning, when you are first starting out growing, it would just be wise of you to buy good stuff to start with. The better you start with, the better genetics in your seeds, the better you're gonna be. If you don't know of the seeds and you still got it, you kind of don't know what you're growing. You're at the luck of what comes up. But if you know what you're growing, go to a good seed store, go to one of these conventions and ask these people, like, who grew this? Let me see the picture of this, and let me see what it was look like. If they got the clones, they're asking them, hey, you got some of the bud here. If you know that, you could taste it and see if you like it. Just because you like the plant, you might not is what fruit it produces. And here's the other thing that y'all really got to know is it's not always an exact science. Sometimes you'll grow something in one tent, the same girls, same sisters from the same seeds or the same clones, and they'll act completely different. That's how you have different phenome flavors of different kinds of weed. Phenome 1, Phenome 2, Phenome whatever. They go up to a lot. That is, say, one set of DNA, but like different types. It's like all these sisters got little different characteristics, but they all come from one mother. That's a phenotype. But if you get a good phenotype of a plant, first thing I would do is make cuttings off that, grow a couple more of those so they could be my mother plants, and then I would make 30 plants off those clones and grow a 10 of those. If that's what I was doing in a commercial setting. That's exactly how you'll go about it. A lot of times that's how plants is getting started. You grow like 8 or 9 plants, grow them to end. The ones that you like, you have cuttings from them all, and those are the ones that turn into your mother plants, and that's what you populate a whole garden by. I'm sure, like up in Michigan, and my buddies made by farmers. They're a great CBD grower who make a great product, very clean, very good, and they grow outdoors. And the beauty of them is they hand plant them all and they curate all of their cuttings. They not even cuttings. They seedlings are all made in a greenhouse. And I'd be curious. It's still a little bit early to get going, but I'm sure they own a mother plant. And as soon as they get right, they gonna start clipping because I can't imagine how many they would have to make to plant acres of, you got to probably grow like you was growing like a 30 plant room just to get enough cuttings to fill up a farm that's 10 acres of weed. That's like very interesting to manage that in the younger stages. But they treat that just like any other crop that they grow. They clean around it, but it is outdoors. They don't do nothing extra. Fertilize one time a year and let her go. And that is amazing that the outdoor plants hold up that good up in Michigan. They do I had to give it. They can't be the simple football, but they are very good at growing weed and making wax. But Michigan do a good job. They have been out. I think they got like their legal medical status about 2 years before us, and then really made recreational not far after that, but it's definitely before Ohio. 'Cause we used to have our medical license just to go up there, and it was cool. And shout out to Sapo World for really doing a good job in the beginning up there with the Motor City Socials and all what he did to break the stigma of smoking weed. And shout out to him. I'll be forever a fan of his because he was doing pop-ups in the Midwest. He probably was the pioneer that threw the biggest. I'm sure it was other smaller stuff, but it was definitely him. And shout out to him. And he is a good grower. And up in Michigan also, that's some of the best genetics coming out there. Pure Michigan, Mackinac peaches, uh, all of the fruity pebbles, all of the Trump candies, the fucking Obama runts. I mean, it is MI roots. We got I can't think of connoisseur creations for you old school. And if y'all really want to know some real history, like Detroit growers, we owe them all. Like Detroit growers, man, ain't nobody grabbed them like Detroit growers back in the day, man. They like was the best infra. Those was some dudes who stepped on the game and really stepped in the game, and I just appreciate them and their legacy and putting it down for that. But they were some of the first growers that got going, and like all of us, when they moved into cultivation, you gotta have good genetics. That's how they start. They kept a high quality product the whole time. And then we start breaking down into getting those good genetics and the more small batches, good things to go. And that's the way to go. Yeah. Absolutely. Uh, so, yeah. Let me think. When we start talking about getting the good genetics, it's going to be very, very important for you just to source those things from wherever you could go to get some good genetics. Ask the guy at the seed store. see what grew good last year. Like when we getting ready to get outdoors like right now. So you should really be considering your mother plants right now. So if you at the end of your garden right now, or you got like a couple plants in there that you're gonna take all the way through the next 2 or 3 months in the spring, start considering making your mother plants and getting ready to go outdoors. But when you go outdoors with that, I want y'all to definitely remember to outdoor growing is different from indoor growing. Sometimes you have success, but some things grow better outdoors. In my opinion, outdoor plants, some of the best would be Humboldt County seeds. Humboldt County just deal better with full array, natural light, and it just seems like they don't like it. They don't even like, in my opinion, from my relationship with those girls, is they never really take a lot of stress training good. So that means when you are stripping back all your leaves in the beginning to mainline, um, in my opinion, Humboldt County never did that. Best thing you could do for Humboldt County is super crop them, and that's like let them go all the way up, and then you do the Kyle Cushman wiggle on the braid to lay them over like that. And then I like to wrap a piece of that foam spongy thing over there to keep it at a 90-degree angle, and that way you can keep your canopy low. But with genetics like not really eat those, but I'm gonna probably say definitely with yeah, it was. It definitely with a Humboldt Seed County, they don't take a lot of training. You just got to let them go and let them go up. The best thing you do is lollipop those, and that would be where you strip all the bottom leaves down to about 5 days. Hold on one second. Yeah, you strip all those down in a lollipop situation, and that's probably only training you do because everything low. And the other reason why when you growing these plants like that, you don't want low hanging stuff. You want all your energy going to your top plant because all you're gonna get is larvae and small little things at the bottom. If you growing something killer and you just trying to maximize it, or you got big plans on gummies or things like that, you can kind of let some of that lark go so you can, it will produce it. It will make better, I guess, edibles and basically edible stuff is what I would use that for. Decarb it, and you might have a higher quality because it will be some small buds along with your trim matter because that's really what we only want to use that. But once again, you starting with high quality seeds, high quality clones before you do anything. It's the cheapest at this point. It would be the difference between buying a $5 seed and like a $25 seed. And buy the $25. Buy at least $10 to $15, $10 to $20 seeds because they're gonna be much better for you in the long run. With the genetics and starting out to get a better product getting out of there. I think we're gonna like take a little bit of a pause, get set up over here, then we're gonna tap back in and get the radio show started. Hold on one second, and we'll be right back after these messages. All right. What's up with you, big bro? Man. Straight and Gemini at what you got? Muffin? Shit all over myself.
Yeah, Dre and them going on now, going on. This week I ain't heard from her.
Nah.
And one girl, she said she might come on with us tonight.
Who? The rapper girl?
When they had a kitty girl out there.
Oh yeah, she probably will. That's wild. Ooh, ooh. All right. We'll be right back. Oh yeah. Let me see what we're here. There's some stuff going on with the Supreme Court today. What's the verdict on the Supreme Court hearing the marijuana and gun laws?
Oh,
Oh, it was 2 days ago. No, that's today. Supreme Court pondering a law to make it a crime for marijuana users to own a gun. That shit ain't gonna make it. Yeah, that shit is dead. That shit dead on the
A
rise.
drunk nigga can have one.
A drunk nigga can have one. You already know the argument. You already know. Like, if you drink it, how they gonna force that, EP?
Man.
I smoked today, I ain't smoked tomorrow, and now I can't use my gun on the day I ain't high.
So you can't have a gun. Come on.
It's at the Supreme Court.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, it beyond.
What idiot even sit down and said, I'm gonna try to push this?
Trump, little monkey ass. Trump administration portrays this Ali as a drug dealer and someone with a terrorist ties and a marijuana habit. Importantly, he's not being prosecuted for any of those offenses. However, the government has charged him with violating a federal gun law that bars people with drug addiction from possession of a firearm, a crime punishable by 15 years in prison. So when they want to fuck with you, they can fuck with you. They appealed it because the Justice Department, he won in the lower court already. The lower court was like, yo, you violating this right. He said the FBI, he admitted it too. So that's another problem that he did. The first problem that he did, he snitched on himself, EP. Can't do that. And now he was a good dude. The Second Amendment does not support disarming and prosecuting somebody for mere possession of a firearm if they happen to have used marijuana occasionally. But that's what his lawyer said. Especially 40 states have legalized marijuana use. You didn't know that.
Hello?
Oh, Jesus. They might throw this dude in jail for not a lot. Not a whole lot. Under the current system.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I just realized. I just saw it.
Oh, man.
I didn't realize
Oh, yeah. We got a few things going on here.
Does she come over tomorrow?
Rolling.
This is authentication scopes. Look at that.
On the book?
You won't let me go live. Come on. Some weird messages, man. You try to go live on Facebook? Yes.
Oh, man.
Oh, dude.
Oh, man. We get a little technical, but we get into it. What's up, John John? Good to hear you, bro. Good to see you, man. Glad you tapped in.
I'm at work. I'm gonna call you back in a minute.
I'm glad you tapping in.
All right, it's working now.
All right. Ooh, 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 ooh. Need to put this on the whole fucking thing. Oh, we got Superior Foe
We're
tomorrow.
live on Facebook today.
They won't?
It's only on YouTube. You're saying some kind of temporary issue with Facebook.
Oh, man. Damn, big bro. What we going to do tonight for the
We're
show?
live on YouTube right now.
All right. We in? Well, welcome everybody. Whoever ain't tapped in, this we Gucci EP. After these messages, we'll be right back. Here we go. All right, man. Welcome to the Sohigho Gas Station. Go ahead. Sohigho Gas Company here at the Voice of Radio, man. My man EP slid on in, man. We're always welcome and thankful for my man for putting us on to this platform, man. I used to kick off the Tuesday Power Block right here on the radio. I don't even know if we always set up all like that, but check us out on the feed. After me is Dre the Gemini with the anime show. Did I say that right? Oh, might have got that right. And then after that, we got Al Porter's Hip Hop Workshop at 7:00, and then followed by EP and the crew on Hot Mess in the evening, man. It's been a lot going on. I told you this past weekend, if y'all don't know, we went out to the Higher Love Cleveland Cannabis show. It was a great event. Told the crew to come. Them niggas did. But we had a couple good people. Shout out to my man Snow Nugs and his people over there. They were so nice. I tried out there. Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds was hitting like a champ. I ain't gonna hold you. Barry Bonds from Snow Nugs, pretty damn good. That was pretty good. I told him I was gonna give a shout out. Got the pre-roll for him. One of the pre-rolls was better than the other one. That's what I say. Both was good, but one was of another quality. And if you know which one it is, my G, I know you'll tell me later. I know you tapped in, man. But it was this one right here. That one in the tube was better than the one that wasn't. Now, these dudes out there with the Snapple one, I think that was THCA. It wasn't that good. It tasted like not real good. Now, my other people with Secret Bakery and their edibles, very, very good. The other winner, I think I got over here too at the cannabis show was the people at 420 Brew. And not only was he a good guy with a nice legal product and doing good things, he was out there signing up people to fight against the bill, the SB 56 bill. The citizens are rallying not to have that, and we are coming up. Hey, I saw Lenny B today too. It was a shop opening up, and he do the OCH BS, and he did definitely said he was gonna come on the show for us and get us a thing. People who don't know Lenny B is like old school. Damn, the remnants of Lenny B is around this radio station because a lot of people don't know. EP like took up with 93 FM back in the day, and basically this was sub 93, wasn't it, bro? I mean, Lynn Tyler, damn, he had the 93 cast on that mug before Radio 1 took off, and they was over in this joint. So Lenny B was part of that crew like back then, and now he's moved into the legal cannabis field, and he does the OTHBS at the Convocation Center that I always tell y'all to go to every year. Guess what's happening at the IX Center, not the Convocation Center, the IX Center. You know the IX Center closing, right, EP? Yeah, he's going to Columbus this year. So if you want to sign up for the biggest cannabis show in Ohio, even bigger, they closing, man. My buddy was asking today, man, what you think they like staging out for the Brown Stadium or something? Like if they go
over there.
No, it ain't gonna reach over there, but they gotta build it where the Ford plant at. But that's a big ass place, so I figure they gotta keep equipment or something, maybe something or something. Man, because the IX Center, people who not from Ohio or up this way, they literally used to build tanks in the IX Center, and it's got a freaking basement in it. So I don't know any place that could roll tanks on the first floor and still got a basement under it. That's the IX Center for us in Ohio. And it's at the airport. I'm sure, shit, I don't know how many airplanes could fit in that thing. The place is big. They had amusement parks in there. How about that? Roller coasters inside, indoor. That's what it used to be, wasn't it? The IX Center indoor amusement park in the winter when your kids caught the cabin fever here in Northeast Ohio. Pull up there and it'd be a day worth of carnival, and Go out there. Remember they used to start around Halloween when they used to have a Halloween and then they just rolled on into Christmas, I guess. And they are closing up. So Lenny B's place is gonna be the conference, the Ohio Cannabis Health and Business Summit is gonna move down there. And he did say he was gonna come on and do a show for us. We gotta book him out for sure and get him on the show. And he's just got a wealth of knowledge. He'll be at MJ BizCon. He is one of the super professionals around here in this industry. And I do have a huge pleasure to announce one of the newest dispensaries in town. Two of my favorite people, and you know, my girl Monica, I know her better than her sister, but these two sisters have opened up Movano grand opening on March 17th. So on St. Patrick's Day, which is not too long from now, 5808 Detroit Avenue, and they got a new dispensary owned by two sisters. So everybody who needs to support, who want to support, please go see this dispensary. They are Cleveland. This is not an out of state company. That's why I mess around with Clutch, Buckeye Relief, the people who are from here, who employ people here and not from out of town. Shout out to my people at Shangri-La. They pretty cool, even though they owned by a Missouri company, but they do. And this team over at Shangri-La really do a good job over there. But Movano on 5808 on Detroit, man. I hope y'all can see that little QR code, freeze up on that thing and get that. But they will be opening on March 17th, grand opening. Very, very, very nice place. I went in there for the little soft opening today. That's where I saw Lenny B at getting some of his. I think he got his thing. It's called Time Berry. Is his edibles, all natural, like really good product, and definitely on the shelf. So definitely look out for those products in that store and go over there and support that. If you are over on 5800 in Detroit around the Lucky Dog, that area over there, the North Shore is what y'all call that. Make these ladies your number one place to stop in. I know their nephew is the purchaser, very high quality experience, very knowledgeable about the product in this industry, and he's gonna put you at the best you're gonna be doing out the dispo. It's definitely gonna be there, and they are definitely a good brand and a good. Their business on the back end will make them great on the front end. They will treat you good. It's a great thing. Other stuff coming out of the thing, we got the Rolling Bowl that's coming up on March 14th. That's going to be a pretty good event that's coming up. And also, like next month, there will be another pop up once a month over there also. So stay tuned. I'll let y'all know when it's coming up. But I think next month is going to be wait, we in March right now, right? So next month is gonna be around 420 then. Shoot. EP, we getting close to 2 years, bro.
Mhm.
April 20th, we're gonna start growing in about a month too. So we are definitely getting 420. I think it's rookie night right now, but 420 gonna be on East this year, brother.
When did
I
you?
think it's gonna be on East. I think it's on Easter last year.
I think it was last year.
Okay, 420 is probably gonna be on a Sunday, I believe it is. So that is almost this is a very interesting. So look out for the next little cannabis music show. Met some other great people out there. It was like a lot of good information out there. We got Let's Grow at the I can't even read there. Area 420. They had a good uh smoking accessory, those guys up. They did a very good job. They had a nice display over there. Hall of Fame Cannabis did very good. If you down, I think they are all. These is all Ohio companies too that's doing pretty good. Botanical Plants LLC. They had Grow Consultant, and they have donate base rooted clones. That's some people who know how to use the law very, very well, because you can't. When everybody look at these new laws coming up, that's why it's very important for y'all to sign a petition so we could get these restrictions over something out of that. Big shout out to Secret Batch. I mentioned them before. These is the dudes that gave up the edibles, cookies. They was very good. What was good about Secret Batch is they actually took the time to know the science of the edibles. EP, how many times I gotta tell these people about edibles, man? You gotta go low and slow. I don't think I'm ever gonna come on this thing and not give you a warning about eating too many edibles. You can absolutely eat too many edibles. If you think you can handle 1,000 milligrams of real, no, you can't. Don't even challenge yourself like that. I think you can get through it, but boy, it's gonna be some discomfort in my opinion. But if you built like that, I don't know nobody. That's way too much. You start with 5 to 3 milligrams and see how you feel. Take 35 to 40 minutes before the on take set in, and then if you want to eat a little bit more, you can know it. I can eat a decent amount, but I don't like that body buzz all at once. So me myself, I can do 15 minutes, eat a little bit, do another 15 minutes, eat a little bit, do another 15 minutes, and it seemed to make it more enjoyable for me. But then I got a wave of that body buzz that's going on for an hour. Now, if you're really a freaky deaky person and know how to time that out, and you want to be having sex while you was having that body buzz, you ain't hear it from me. But it is a tripped out feeling. So you time that stuff out when you know it's gonna hit, and then you gotta do 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, and then get busy. Cause that little 15 minutes, especially if you're only lasting like 3 minutes, if you time that shit out, I don't know what it's like for a lady, but that's like ski, 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 ski. That's why we above 21 show. Chris, 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 Cryptic Cut Customs. That is our boys over at Secret Batch. What they do for you is stickers and all kinds of merchandise, and they best friends, live real close, product label, small business branding, real cool guy. Looking for business. Definitely somebody. I didn't pick up nobody card. It was, let me think. It was about a good 30 to 40 vendors. The whole outside was lined, and then they had a rectangle on the inside, and it was a lot of people. Big shout out to the Sohigho boys, been holding it down from the beginning. So Sohigho boys be having great genetics. Like I'm gonna say up this way, playmakers, paper makers is still the bomb. If you ask me, they just had a head start, and they got great growers, and they just got a head start on genetics, crossing, and they got a real good science lab. Not saying that they, I say it's the best process place, absolutely. But then it's always going to be a competition for what the best plan is. And if you ain't taking it to the competition, you really can't claim it. Ohio Exotic and Wellness also was there with they punches and they teas. They did it very good. Sweet Exotic, I love them. It's just regular trappers, baby. Do your thing, man. I appreciate y'all. They was the boldest out there, the youngest in charge. I always like that. Uh, Keep that stuff going real good. Now, Cozy Sippers, that is legal right here in Ohio. Edibles and vapes, they do a great job. Real clean product. I just wish they're, I don't know if they was rosin extract. I believe they are rosin extract also, but very nice gentlemen. Great great presentation, and they definitely local. The reason why you want to get your stuff local is because a lot of times in travel and you sending these things through the medical, that's adding almost like 6 months to your product. So if they ordering something from Missouri, by the time it got through Missouri testing, it's about 3 or 4 months after they cut it down and cured it. Point blank period. Then they got to package and process it. That might be a week or two. Then they got to ship it. God bless them to know how long that is. Then they got to label it when they get here with the Ohio certification. It's got to stay over here, get their sticker, get it regulated, get it approved, then it go on the shelf. A lot of your stuff is sitting in the back of it ain't even in the dispo because they don't even keep it there. God only knows where they keeping it and how they keeping it, and then it come to the front door and then you get it to the street. So that's kind of what be going on. That's why I say buying here in Ohio versus buying a product that's maybe out of state might not be as fresh as some of the other stuff. There will be a on May 16th a flower cup. The flower cup is gonna be up in Michigan. It's a social event. Very good. But y'all gotta remember, after the 16th of this month, our law is gonna be changing. Don't be like all willy nilly coming right back across the border with your weed. It will be illegal. But guess how much the ticket is? $150, but they're gonna take your weed from you. So just remember that too. Uh, it is another 420 pop up coming up. This might be the one. It's Eventbrite, April 18th. That is gonna be it's a King Fake the Motion 2 Cannabis pop up. Location to be announced. Smoker Club pop up. I don't think these my people because when they do it, I definitely will let you know when they is. But they ain't gonna tell you anyway. You got to be like live to get to that one, and that's how you get to that. Leaf Collective, they did good. They had a great presentation. Oh yeah, no doubt. Cold the sticker at the whole thing was the Sohigho boys. Besides my damn stickers, you can't go wrong up in that, man. So that was a little bit of what went on. Shout out to all of the people. Thank everybody for showing Sohigho a bunch of love. All of the freebies we got. I still got some product reviews to come up on next week's show. Can't wait to get those over to you. And in the entertainment, man, like that was a good event. Don't forget 420. Start planning out now. Get you some hotels. Take you a trip. Treat that like rookie night, man. Go to a party. Get you at home private party. Don't be all out here on the street. They gonna start treating you like New Year's Eve with weed on 420 day. And y'all be careful, man. You can eat too many gummies. They will pull you over for being intoxicated. That is on the book. So that's never going to change. Uh, Coming up on on Thursday, if you're not doing nothing, EP, we're going to go to Superior Foe to see Ramon Rivas, who was here, what was it, 2 weeks ago? Or was it last week? Last week, Ramon Rivas, who was our guest host last week, will be doing comedy at Superior Foe. You have to RSVP on his Instagram at Blazer Ramon, BLAZERRAMON, Blazer Ramon at Blazer Ramon for Superior Foe. He calling it Superior Show as a play on the words, but he'll have a front room reserve, and you come in there and we're gonna have a good time. I think me and all my friends will be in there. No really smoking inside, but outside has always been a little, it's a smoke friendly situation. Be respectful, you know how it is, how we do. And then that will be every Thursday for a little bit of time, I think, 7 to 8. So come early for the reservations. Get you a pork sandwich, a bowl of pho. Uh, Sit down, hear some comedy. It's gonna be him working on some stuff, and then he'll have a guest comic come up, do about 20 minutes, real small, intimate. Maybe one day when EP finally write his 20 minutes, we'll get him up there. I don't know if you're ready for 20. What you think?
Got 20.
20 is hard, man. I be seeing them little comics.
My first time out.
You lie. He lying. An hour?
On my birthday, I did an hour. My first time out.
That is impressive. I see dudes struggle with 5 minutes sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like they think that's a lot of. They think they 3 jokes. Them shit last 38 seconds, boy. And that should be like, what do I do now, man? So we do still support Sunday nights, Contu Live at Dunlap's, and then the mic that doesn't end. So Sohigho Gas Company supports the mic that doesn't end and Contu Live, who's gonna be at the art show. Mentioning the art show this year, Voice and Radio, title sponsor. You'll see the advertisement coming up this week. We should be hitting the streets with signs coming up. Website is a little bit better. That's St. Clair. You have to spell Saint, SAINT, Claire, artfest.com. And you can check us out and check out all of the happenings that's coming up with that. Lineups is going to be coming up here real soon. Don't forget about June 13th. Also, we got the kickoff equinox, the summer equinox out at Brown Horse Cider at Hiram. That's going to be, I don't want to announce it all the way, but it's going to be very, very good. If you never heard of this, it's going to be campfire out in the woods. If you need to pitch a tent, that's going to be available for you. Primitive camping. Come on out. We're early VIP. Get in touch with me, and that's going to be a great, great thing. Also, on March the 3rd, Thursdays in March, John Armstrong is going to be starting over at the Crowbar. He's going to have a comedy night, open mic night, maybe more curated. Might have to let him know if you want to be on that stage, but it's a lot that's going on. Big shouts out to my homegirl Substance at Con2 Live last week. Laid that mug out. The little senior guy that came up too, and the comedian from Comet. It was just another great night. Shout out to TJ and Stephanie Janese, also friends of the show, been on here several times. Definitely. I just don't know how to get them a sponsorship package together just because I'm poor. But as soon as EP get us all paid, we'll to be sponsoring more shows, more events, doing more live things out in person. But very nice people. Check them out every Sunday at Dunlap's, and then followed by the mic that doesn't end, that's sponsored by Sohigho. So that's always a good smoke-friendly place. The people at Dunlap's always treat us nice. Shout out to my girl, homegirl Camille, who always getting us getting me a good ginger beer. Man, one other person we want to talk about was the Good Stress Garden, local guy, very good, right here in Cleveland. Real serious about his product, but young, coming up. Very, very nice, man. It was very nice time out there. It's a lot of good things coming out. Shout out to my boys over at 4030, my man Ken Cody, my man Days One, Harold, my main man. Dirty Harry is what we like to call him. We had a great time, man. Shout out to we saw Osi came out to the tattoo party this weekend too from Spread the Love Foundation. She been on. She said, "What's up to EP and everybody over here at Voice of Radio," and she want to come back on. But we got a lot of things coming up. If you're interested in vending at the Art Fest coming up, please get in touch with us over at 4030studio.org or over at the info at Art Fest, St. Clair Art Fest. Info at stclairartfest.com is where you can get us at with that. But man, we definitely appreciate that. I think we done covered everything. I think we done hit pretty much everything. But y'all stick in here for a little while longer. At the top of the hour, 6 o'clock, we got Dre the Gemini. Dre the Gemini anime.
Let's talk anime.
Let's talk anime. I'll be almost. See, I'm getting this right. Then we got the one and only Al Porter's Hip Hop Workshop, longest running music show in America, hands down, point blank period. Man, and we do got to talk some shit with that 216. You know, Lenny B let me know today that he ain't in that hip hop documentary. If y'all don't know, man.
How they doing like that?
Man, Lenny B was the young black guy on the Red 93 back then, man. He was playing all the young hip hop. As far as disc jockey back then, what we had, Lady Skill and pretty much Lenny B. I hate to tell you. Then we got Dave Tyler. What Dave Tyler was Dave Tyler might have been in high school before he started getting on the radio like that. Like
a Lynn Tyler didn't want them playing rap.
No, he did. You know, it was shit. 93 was R&B, brother. Rhythm and blues. And Radio 1 came in and got that out. But shout out to one and only NB. And I'm going to give you a special shout out to the one and only legendary DJ, pioneer, true soldier, true hip hop pioneer, true DJ pioneer, the one and only DJ Bud McFarlane. If y'all don't know, shout out to Bud McFarlane, man. Nobody give him enough props, holding down the Mad Hatter and all kinds of places back in the day. If you don't know, it just really, I was so young sneaking around. That's how bad that was. I was absolutely very, very young, sneaking all around into those things. But absolutely, at the Happy Dog, my fault about that. Uh, the new dispensary is gonna be across the street from the Happy Dog. That's gonna be the new one. I got that corrected. Thank you so much, man, for tapping in, man. I'm always gonna be on here. You can always hit me up at SOHIGHO 216 at Gmail about any weed cannabis questions, grow questions. If you wanted to sponsor to come out for a table and do some wellness events. We got a lot of things planned coming up, but we appreciate y'all. And definitely, without a doubt, man, this wouldn't happen without the voice of radio and my main man, EP, on the 1 and 2. We always thankful for him giving us this platform. Y'all stay in here. Stay safe out here. It's a lot of bullshit. Like right now, if you ain't got a good job and you ain't smoking weed, I don't know really what's going on. But it's a lot going on. Love your family, man. Keep it tight, man. Maybe disconnect from some of that weed, man. Share a joint with a friend or something, man. Have a great, great time. Take it easy, man. If you got a chance to help somebody, go ahead and help them, man. And like my good friend EP always said, smoke weed so you don't punch nobody in the face. Peace. Ooh, doo, 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 doo. See y'all, man. Appreciate you, you to the tube, man.